What's going on, everyone? And welcome back to another edition of Brotherly Banter. today, today we will be discussing Summer Game Fest Day 1 games and everything that they shown or teased. What do you want to? You have anything that you saw that you're interested in?
That you literally stopped eating, went off of mute, yelled
Lost Ark?
as a child who finally got the toy that they've been waiting for so many years. So
Look at me.
Please,
Look at me. Look at me.
I hate you. so please.
So what he's referring to is the popular Korean MMO called Lost Ark. Lost Ark has been out in Korea for about, I want to say 2-3 maybe years.
Okay.
When I heard about it, I first heard about it from a YouTuber who I watch. He covers a lot of different MMOs, a lot of different games, and he showed it off that it was out in Korea. And I showed my other friend, streamer, and we were both like, when is this game coming out to the West? And for the longest time, we're like, news, any news? Like, looking for like a bit of breadcrumb trails to follow. And maybe last year, I think, I don't remember if it was last summer or during the holiday times, it was announced that Amazon had gotten the rights to the game to put the English version of it into, not developments in the game, but just basically translate everything to English. So I was like, okay, you know, it's almost there. And after that, there was like no news whatsoever. And I was like, you know, anytime now. So honestly, Amazon has their own MMO called New World coming out at the end of August. So to me, I was like, I don't see it coming out this year, because in my head, I was like, Amazon has their own. If it does get announced, maybe a beta this year, and it'll come out sometime next year instead of putting two MMOs together. And I know Amazon's is end of August, but New World's the end of August, and Lost Ark is sometime this fall. So I was beyond shocked, as you saw when he was talking about, because I heard it and I was eating and I was like, Amazon Korean, and I looked up and I saw a time. I was like, I just like jumped out by myself. I was like, is it time? I was like, wait, I don't want to be debating. It's gonna be like 2022. I'm about to.
It's fall this year, right?
Yeah. I didn't want to see like the date and it was like next year fall. And I was gonna just burst down in tears. But the fact that it's finally getting released this year, I was like, I don't care what comes out around that time. I was like, I don't care what game comes out in that time frame. That game better be like amazing for me to be like, I don't know which one to play first.
I heard your yells.
And the only game as of right now that's announced would be Horizon. Horizon. West, I can't think of the full name in my head. That's really the only game I'll be like, I don't know. But to give context, I love MMOs. I love just the aspect of grouping together with friends, building the character, playing in-game content, blah, 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 blah. So for this, and I've been watching videos on and off since I saw the game. So I was like, finally, it's time.
No, it looks really, it looks fun. It looks like something I would actually like. Play,
and it seems easy on mouse and keyboard from what I understand. I think you move around with the mouse, and then your abilities are on the keys that are normally
mouse, keyboard, no controller.
I think it show partial controller support, but I don't know to what extent until I actually play like the beta or the closed alpha. Now, there's a closed alpha going on. What's today? The 10th. So I think it said the 11th. I'm pretty sure it's the 11th through the weekend. But I think certain people have obviously, some people already gotten their alpha codes, and the people who sign up might get some. So until then, I don't know how big the partial control support is. But for a game like that, and from the controls that I've seen, I think I would just stick with mouse and keyboard. Because it looks like there's a lot of, because of the abilities and all that, I feel like it might be too much for a controller. And really, I don't. It would take some use to for doing it, but I think it's meant for a mouse and keyboard. Other than that, the other big reveal was finally Elden Ring getting announced at the end of the stream. And the way he was getting hyped talking about it, he's like, the game's finally here. You guys gonna be so excited. Everyone's like, we can feel this man's energy. And I was like, if it's not Elden Ring, we gotta square up when I see him. So everyone was just watching like, Elden Ring? Like you're getting a little too excited over here. And Elden Ring is finally announced, open world Souls-like game. I'm pretty sure.
I'm listening. There's a game I need to ask about.
Okay. Yeah, so it's an open world Souls-like game coming out actually January. I think it's the 21st. I'm pretty sure it's a Tuesday or Friday, most likely. I didn't actually look at what day January 21st falls on, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be out for pre-order relatively soon. If it's not out already, it'll be on PlayStation and Xbox, and of course PC. I know you can do online 4-player co-op, and an open world Souls-like game. I feel like that's going to be amazing. What are you doing?
Fast and Furious.
The Rocket League class? I hate you so much. Yeah, Rocket League partnered with, I think it was like the Fast 9 movie to have like some cars in there. One of the other, I guess, big news is there's a Borderlands spin-off game with Tiny Tina. Kind of looks interesting. There was no gameplay for it, but it was like a cinematic thing. I think it comes out next year.
Back 4 Blood, that's the game I was talking about.
Yeah.
That was in my head. I can't remember the name of it.
So Back 4 Blood already had a release date for October, I want to say the 12th. But there's an open beta August 12th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it's August 12th. August 12th or August 5th. I have to double check that. But open beta for that. If you play Left 4 Dead, I think it's by the same developers who made Left 4 Dead. So it's pretty much same game, co-op, zombies, survive, live.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff like that. So if you're interested in that, just wait for the open beta in 2 months' time. And speaking of zombies, what was that game? Army of the Dead, I think it was. Army of Dead. I can't remember. It's basically, it reminds me of, for people who played or seen Dead by Daylight, it's the same exact thing. Okay. I feel like it's just higher res graphics. Yeah. I think that's it.
I have one game I'm really interested in. I think I just need to say gameplay for Jurassic World. But here's why. I know it's not. It looks like a zoo.
Yeah, it reminds me of like the Zoo Tycoon games where you just build and then they sometimes break out and you gotta man. When I saw it, I was like,
Rex. I see how these movies go. How you gonna roll that thing back in?
And I was sitting there, I was like, this is about to be something stupid. And then he was doing it, and I was like, this looks stupid. And I was like overall, I feel like the Summer Games Fest did its job to get people genuinely excited for E3, and I feel like this should go on every year, even when E3 goes.
Summerfest was a really good idea.
Yeah, so really even if
it's like a hype.
Yeah,
to
and
E3,
like even when E3 goes back to being in person next year, I still feel like Summer Games Fest should kick it off the week before, and then Saturday normally starts E3, which is Ubisoft. But I think they did a good job overall.
Yeah, no, they did.
I enjoyed it.
I've always, well, not gonna say always because it's been out for what, like 2 years.
It's the second year doing it. Yeah.
No, it's a really good concept. It's the hype. It's to get you hyped up before the other companies, because usually it was just E3.
Yeah.
And now that I feel like, so we were having this conversation of, I personally felt like gaming, and maybe it was because of the pandemic. I'm gonna give them that. To me, it felt like a lot of games were rushed.
Yeah.
It felt like a lot of games, the moment they came out, it was like a mess. It was just, like the hype was gone. Like it was like Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
For me, even though I saw people play, it wasn't that hype anymore. Once, because I realized it was bugged. Things were messed up.
Yeah.
We're never going to talk about Avengers because I think that they came out before.
Way before.
So they just that's their own tragedy.
They only got hit, and I guess you can say the pandemic didn't help for the DLCs.
Oh, okay. But at this still, point, though, I don't, because it came out before.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I don't think that whole thing was planned properly. Yeah. So I'm gonna give gaming a pass when it comes to certain things, because I feel like, obviously, I'm pretty sure all developers had to develop from home.
Yeah.
Maybe super few last year were actually in studios, but then you can't really get anything out. So I feel like because they had a deadline, and we kept seeing companies pushing stuff back and pushing stuff back, which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
But I feel as though they came out with a lot of like
stinkers.
It was hype. We can't wait. No more pushback. And then it was like, what is this?
Like,
you know,
take this
just
back.
take this. Yeah,
like,
we're
delay
good.
this again.
Yeah.
Like,
so,
take it back.
But I heard you saying something. It was very actually. It made me think. I think it was a moment of gaming kind of have like a slight, But you said that celebrities are now doing voiceovers for games, like it's making actual thing, and I think that helps. I feel as though games like Horizon is just going to be amazing. Yeah. I feel like a lot of games that they announce are going to be really good because I feel like now they actually have people in the studio.
And I feel like, well, I guess because, take the vaccine, coming to the studio.
Coming to the studio, yeah. But I think also, I feel as though I'm back to this Avengers thing, and I know it's just a dead thing anymore, but I feel as though two things I feel like are going to happen. We're going to get news that they're just stopping. Because I feel like at this point, I
feel like people, I don't think they will, only because people are still playing the game. People are probably still buying it because we don't know the numbers of people who are still purchasing the game. And I think they're already committed to making the DLC because maybe contract reasons.
No.
So it's not like they can just be like
contract reasons. I feel like they're gonna have to do it, but I don't feel like there's gonna be like love behind it. I feel like they're just like, all right, when is this?
I mean, I feel like there'll still be love behind it, but it's also the case where it's like people aren't committed to the game. I guess players aren't really that committed. And a lot of people dropped it after a while.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially like I keep saying, they're still behind on Spider-Man, and they talked about Black Panther.
There's Black Panther, there's Spider-Man, there's... I know they announced other Avengers.
Yeah.
And now there's missions, but it's still like...
The same stuff.
It is the same stuff, and if you're going to do these missions, make them different and put them out first, and then you can... At least it'll keep us occupied enough, and then when we're trying to do a mission, and then all of a sudden we're having difficulty, you're dropping like, oh, Black Panther's tomorrow, and everybody's like, bet! You're going to see a bunch of Black Panthers running around. But again, I just feel like that... I can't give them a pass. Yeah. I can't. But everyone else, I get it. Like the other one that I'm still having difficulty with is Godfall.
I forgot. Oh yeah, they have a Gearbox has a thing on.
Yeah, I'm having difficulty with because that was super hyped up too.
My issue with Godfall
is that hack and slash.
Yeah, it's the hack and slash looter. My issue with Godfall, and I think my main issue with Godfall was they didn't have a matchmaking system. And I don't know, I don't think if they still do or if they dropped it in like December or something, but I'm like, and my issue with that, it was my same issue with Minecraft Dungeons when it came out. I was like, how don't you have a matchmaking system in your multiplayer? Like, matchmaking should be a core staple in your multiplayer game, especially if you highlight play with friends, loot dungeons, get cool weapons. How are you going to do that? Like, yeah, that's fine, but what if people want to play with randoms, right? What if people know their friends aren't on? They're like, all right, let me play and just group up with random people. Let's run some dungeons or whatever, run some content. But you can't do that because your game don't got matchmaking. And whose bright idea was it to leave matchmaking out? Yeah, is my question.
That's my point. So I feel like, and and I understand completely. I think that's why I look at companies the way I do. Like, I know you think that I despise that one company, and I don't
You sure?
Almost there. We're gonna see come Sunday. We're gonna see. I really
want to be home just so I can watch it and just be like, "Hey, Corey."
I'm telling you that I'm not there with despising them. I'm just ashamed. I'm just upset.
Like I'm not. I know this isn't the Xbox.
No, I know.
But quickly, I was having a conversation with someone in the Twitch stream, and they're like, "Oh, Xbox might be okay because they'll have Halo and Starfield." And I told him, I was like, Halo will start the show, Starfield will end the show. I was like, those two are not my priority. I was like, my main priority is that chunk in the middle.
Well, even now, it's...
Because that's my thing.
Starfield, I feel like Starfield's fine. I feel like that'll just be what it needs to be. You're right. Everything in the middle,
my issue is the middle, and my issue is not the indie game, because I can care less, because I'm pretty sure some stuff they show there won't be exclusive. Even if I see something interesting, it'll be on PC, but it's not an Xbox thing.
But my thing is that, and I hear you. Starfield will be fine.
Yeah.
I feel Starfield will just be what it needs to be. There's no like real super duper.
Unless the game come out and everyone's like, this game sucks.
I'm like, you're getting that right. Jeez.
I'd be like, Elder Scrolls, no.
I'm looking at you like Courtney, they're about it. I'm like, Bethesda's like about an hour away. Man.
I'm like, Bethesda, what y'all doing in there? Let me see Elder Scrolls real quick.
I'm like, but no, I feel like I hear what you're saying, that the stuff that's we know is gonna go on PlayStation, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
That stuff does not count to us. It's the stuff that says Xbox exclusive
PC.
and not Bethesda. Let me make this clear, okay? Not Xbox exclusive, Bethesda. No. Xbox. All those studios that you had before Bethesda has to smash. But besides, we're gonna get a rant about them as always.
Oh, you're gonna go on a rant as always. Well, back to.
But no. But my thing is like the Halo aspect of it. It still has to hit. And the judging from the I hear what you're saying. We'll see, because some people said they saw it.
Yes.
And they said it was just still bad.
Yeah.
We'll see. But if that starts the show and it's bad, I'm gonna sit there and be like, okay, well, this is about to be an hour and a half of shame, because you already started off bad. Yeah. You know. But anyway.
Anyway, so. Outside of Summer Games Fest, Gamescom is at the end of August, so that should be really good as well. That'll lead into the fall lineup of games and whatever else they have to show. That's probably like early to mid next year, most likely. Maybe some Elden Ring gameplay. I think we're supposed to see more of that during the summer, hopefully. So maybe Gamescom, or maybe before then, or whenever Sony decides to stick its head out for, a rare appearance during the summer. Like, hey guys, here's some stuff, and then they disappear again. Maybe Elden Ring will be on their conference, or during Gamescom. I think it's like middle or to late August. It is like opening night. I think it's during the nighttime, so technically it's opening night. I don't remember. I gotta look it up later. But other than that, I think they did it was okay stream for it. It wasn't. I got high. So Tiny Tina I was like, all right, I'm kind of interested. Let me see gameplay whenever Gearbox drops gameplay for it, maybe during their stream this weekend. Other than that, Lost Ark, I lost my mind over. Elden Ring will look phenomenal. I can't wait to suffer. And then really, other than that, I don't think I really cared about much else.
Oh yeah.
Because they showed Fall Guys, and I just stopped playing that a while ago because they did a Nier costume pack thingy.
Yeah.
Genshin, I hate with a passion.
I saw that in shock. I'm like, I was like, I'm going back to eat, and I'm not about to even see this.
Exactly.
This didn't even happen.
Yeah, Genshin, I can care less about. I have my gripes about the game, which other people are like, this game's phenomenal. I'm like, shut up. My hero didn't even show itself. Or Demon Slayer, actually, that's the funny part.
I was not going to. I think I would give it Xbox or Bandai's thing.
Yeah.
I don't think I wasn't expecting them.
They had some games here and there, like co-op games. I'm like, okay, you have my attention, and then they show gameplay. I'm like, you lost my attention. It's like you had it, and then you lost it immediately. Back for Blood, I know they didn't show much for it, so I'm still gonna buy it regardless.
Yeah, I saw a gun. I was like, I'm in. So that's me. Like, when I saw a gun, I'm like,
I hate you.
Yes,
I hate you so much.
I'm absolutely in.
And other than that, what was it? I forgot the name of the other zombie game. I said it earlier. Whatever that one was, it reminded me of Dead by Daylight, which, like I said, updated graphics pretty much for it. And I feel like that's really it to compare it. Other than that, there was some stuff in there. I was just
it was.
I was like,
it did what it got you hyped for the bigger. I guess the
Lost Ark and Elden Ring was. I was good with those. I was good. If Lost Ark was the only highlight of that stream, I would have been okay with it. Other than that, I was like, all right, it did its job. Got me excited for the fall even more than I already am. Got me to spend more money, and I got to spend money on 3 games and E3.
Maybe a Switch Pro.
And maybe a Switch Pro. E3 hasn't even started yet, so technically it's doing its job.
Like, what dog? My dog can wait.
I'm like, I need a stimmy. Like Biden, open up. Like, yo, stop playing around. I don't know what you're doing over there, but put that stimmy first. I'm like, let me see your paperwork. Yeah, just put this right here. Let's get this out.
Much.
Yeah, and Ubisoft is Saturday. There's another stream tomorrow, which I'll probably do another co-stream for. Okay. I gotta look at New World. They're doing a deep dive for New World tomorrow, but I'll be at work, so I'll watch it when I get home before the next stream starts at 3. Ubisoft, I'll stream, even though I just feel like I'm not gonna care about that. I'm not gonna see Splinter Cell, so I'm already setting my bar, like not here, but like all the way down here. So other than that, I don't even know what Ubisoft will show. So it's that Sunday, obviously, if we're not home, I still feel like I just want to be like, hey Corey,
we can talk about it.
Like I know you're busy, but Xbox.
No, we can talk about it when you're done.
And then other than that, it did its thing. So on that note, we will be back. I don't think tomorrow.
Well, there'll be videos.
Well, for another Thursday.
Yeah. So there'll be videos out every day leading up to Sunday, and then Sunday we'll see how late everything is, and then we'll shoot. Basically, it'll be videos out. Just about every day. So for all this stuff. Yeah. So I have some for Bandai, but I feel like now I gotta wait.
You gotta wait, unless you want to record about Bandai again tomorrow.
It's a quick thing about the Kakarot DLC. I have not. It didn't answer the question.
No, just wait for it. Bandai's thing is Tuesday night anyway, so we can just wait for then.
All right.
Yeah. So Ubisoft Saturday, Xbox. Shut up. Hate you.
I want to say.
Ubisoft is Saturday. I think Gearbox is Saturday too, if I'm not mistaken. Sunday once again is Xbox, Square Enix PC Game Show, and Back for Blood. I think it's Back for Blood. Yeah.
Let's say Bound for Glory. I'm like
the same TNA. Stupid. And then Tuesday morning is Nintendo stream, and then Tuesday evening is Bandai Namco stream. So once again, we will catch you later for another what?
Yeah, no. We're gonna go. By the way, not sure if you love robots as much as I do, but MechWarrior 5 is on. MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries is on Steam. Just need to share that. I knew it was something I had to share. If you love robots as much as I do, Gundams, all that stuff, it's on Steam. Go pick it up. It's good. Start it up. All right, thank you. I just needed to share that piece of news with the crew.